It's locally owned and managed. Do you have health care? Well, if you don't have health care yet, here's what to say. Health care controls.
Approaches the ball, puts his foot into this one. A line drive down the center of the field. We're underway. Ball is bobbled at the 10, back to the 5, still loose. Finally picked up at about the 4-yard line. It's Gamble around the far side, and he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. He'll be in the offset eye with Gamble, the tailback. 2 wide out, split to the near side. Tigers start with the ball 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. And they'll swing one out on the right side to Gamble. He's got it down the sideline, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's banged down across the 35 at about the 30. Play from scrimmage. Again, the offset eye with 1 wide out each side this time. Quick drop and a quick swing to the left side this time, and it's going to be caught by Trey Miller, who gets ahead for a couple of yards out across the 40 to about the... So a good start on this first down. It's 2nd and 4 for the Tigers at their own 42. 1 wide out split each way. Miller is split to the near side this time. Coming in motion is Zach Van Ryzen, and the give is to Gamble. He'll go over left side and get dragged down just shy of the first down at about the 45-yard line. Back, 5'10", 215. He'll line up in front of Gamble with 2 wide out split to the near side. 5-man front for Chardon, and the give is to Gamble right up the middle. He'll have the first down as he sidestepped the tackler at the line of scrimmage. Wide to the near side with Miller in a slot on the near side. Again, the back's in the offset eye. Gamble, the tailback, behind Huth under center. Huth turns, fakes to Gamble, rolls to the near side, throws, and he's got his man. That's Miller with his 2nd grab of the evening, and he'll be dragged down again. 28 to play in the opening quarter. And now we have an equipment problem, it appears, as one of the Hilltoppers lost. Again, Gamble, the tailback, in the offset eye. Huth under center, 5-man front, fake to Gamble, rolling to the far side as Huth stops and throws back across his body, has his man, the ball is juggled and caught, and down at the 15-yard line is number 87, Brett Huffman. It was the grab down at the Chardon 14. 1 wide out each direction, the turn to give to Gamble. He's going to try right side, and a nice tackle in the backfield made, that time by number 20. It's Van Ryzen splitting to the near side, going to the far side is Miller. Van Ryzen in motion now. Booth turns, gives to Gamble, the ISO up the right side. He'll bounce it across the 15 to about the 12-yard line, a short pickup, and it's going to set up the... Miller splits to the near side, backs again in the eye. It's 3rd down and 7 from the Chardon 12-yard line. Play action, Huth rolls to the near side, throws into the end zone. He's got Huffman for the touchdown. Great.
The 6.
And that Tiger touchdown was brought to you by Family Dentistry in Massillon. Call 833-GRIN. And the Massillon Extra Point is brought to you by Save A Lot. Great food, great prices, save a lot. The extra point is good. And on the home appliance scoreboard, it's Massillon 7, Chardon nothing. And we're back here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium as the Tigers kick off deep to the right side. And it's going to be fielded by number 10. That's John Ross. And he is hit and brought down deep in his own territory at about the 15, maybe 18-yard line. Good pursuit by the Massillon kick coverage. Sharp 9 a.m. or listen for your chance to win during the Ray Jeske Show. That'll be coming up during our second half. And Ross will run out of an empty backfield, rolls to the right side, looking to throw. Now throws down the sideline to no one, and it'll go incomplete. Closest stoppers in the shadow of their own goalpost. Lining up in that wing T, 7.5 to play in the opening quarter. And the give is to the 2nd man through. That is Bobby Doyle, number 8, and he will get across. Ross out of the shotgun with Doyle to his left in motion. And it's going to be Ross on the keeper, and he's going to be stood up on the right side of the line and dropped at the 20-yard line, coming up to make the stop. At the 6:20 mark of the opening quarter, Tigers already leading 7-0 on the home appliance scoreboard. And this kick is away, almost blocked. As getting in there was Daly. Punt will come down, bobbled by number 28, Troy Ellis, but he does hang on and is brought down at the...
Great field position for the Tigers.
So we'll see if the Tigers now can take advantage of their defense holding 3 and out. 2 wide outs to the near side, 1 to the far side. Out of the shotgun is Huth. Throws down the stripe, and all alone is Gamble. He shakes the tackler to 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Massillon Tigers. In one play, they go. Brought to you by Save A Lot. Great food, great prices. Save A Lot. Here's the snap in the hold. Kick is on the way. It is good. And on the home appliance scoreboard, it's 14-0 Massillon with 5:58 to play in the first. We're back after
330-833-7007.
Ray Jaski here. Tune in every day for a chance to win big prizes on the Ray Jaski Show.
Kick taken by John Ross.
John Ross takes the Massillon kickoff, breaks one tackle, and gets out to the 20 as they lead it 14-0. Now out of the wing tee comes Chardon for their second possession. And the give on the double handoff is to Doyle. He'll go over the right side and get across the 25 to about the 30-yard line. It's Matt Tierney splitting wide to the far side. Still out of the wing tee with Ross under center. Doyle goes in motion, and Ross is going to go behind center and pick up a short gain of maybe one out to about the throw as well. 3rd and 4 for Chardon. 4:50 to play in the opening quarter. Ball at the Chardon 31. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Doyle. He'll try the right side and not get much. Maybe to the 35-pound junior, excuse me. And Troy Ellis is standing back at about his 37. Young with a line drive kick, good distance, but it's low, taking it back at the 31. Gamble goes up the center, Ellis up the center of the field and will be banged down at about the 45. Exact same spot. 4-man front this time for Chardon. One wide out split each way. Gamble the eye back. Gets the call. Now they run the reverse, and it looks like they're going to throw it deep downfield. A man wide open is Miller. He's got it at the 25 to the 10-5. Touchdown Massillon Tigers as they run the reverse pass to Shot. Great food, great prices. Save a lot. So 20-0 Massillon with the extra point to come. It's on the way. And once again, it splits the uprights. On the home appliance scoreboard, it's 21-0 Massillon with 3:56 left in the first. We're back after this.
Best local store in the ESPN Best of Massillon poll. You can't get better than the best, especially when it comes to the Double Trouble Deli Sandwich, featuring fresh meats and cheeses, piled high on bread, baked fresh daily from the Brookfield Bake Shop. John George's also offers the area's premier selection of fine domestic and European wines, along with seasonal, imported, and domestic brews. And make
we'll see if Chardon can get something moving on offense. Wing T formation again for the Hilltoppers. The turn, Ross gives it. Actually keeps it around the right side. Good play fake, and he goes around the right side across the 30. They're going to mark him out at about the 32, which will be fine. That's only the second first down of the ball game for the Hilltoppers. Now they give us to Doyle. They run the double handoff to the fullback. He fumbles in the backfield. Ball is loose. It looks like the Tigers have it, as it looked like number 24, Neil James, fell on it at the 27-yard line. We do have a flag on the play. We'll have to wait to see how this unfolds. And we got offensive holding, so that's going to be a turnover again. Offset eye in the backfield. 2 wideouts to the far side, and they give us to the backup tailback. That's Linnell Robinson, and he gets his way into the secondary and is finally brought down at about so far. It'll be Robinson in the backfield. Offset eye, play action. Who throws to the near side? Throws, and the ball is deflected, intended for Huffman. So it'll be second and 10 now from the Chardon 16-yard line. Backs in the eye. They give the ball to Robinson. He weaves his way through traffic. Dodges a tackler at the 15. He's loose to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Tigers. 2:53 to play. Extra point brought to you by Save a Lot. Great food, great prices. Save a Lot. The extra point is on the way again, and the kick is up. And it is good again off the foot of Steve Schott, who is 4 for 4 here in the quarter. 2:53 to play in the opening quarter here on the home appliance scoreboard points, and it's been virtually a perfect night so far, and we still have 2:53 left in the first quarter. The kickoff will go high and deep and be taken and bobbled at the 10, kicked away, loose at the 15, and the Tigers have recovered. Getting down there on the hustle was Sean Wysen. And back, Chris Willoughby, a sophomore, is lined up as the fullback. It's 42. Robert Morris is a fullback. And the give is to Morris, and he bangs his way down about the 5-yard line as he goes over the right side. Possessions. The last 2 have started deep in Chardon territory. Again, offset eye. They give us to Robinson. He goes over the right side, and he is into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. 2:03 to play. Been a tough night so far for the Hilltoppers. Here's another extra point brought to you by Save a Lot. Great food, great prices, Save a Lot. This kick is also good, and Steve Schott 5 of 5 now. And it is 35-0 Massillon with completed 10 minutes of football yet. And this kickoff will sail high and deep to the near side, and it's going to be pulled in by number 1, Tyler Merkel. He'll go to the center of the field to the 10, and is banged down hard at about the 11-yard line.
Start to throw the ball.
So they go back to work, still in the wing tee. Bobby Doyle goes in motion, and they'll give the ball to actually it'll be Ross keeping it, throws down the far side, has got his man, loose at the 40, 50, 45, 40, and it'll be run down, run out of bounds at about the 34-yard line of wide to the right side is Matt Tierney, wing tee offense. Doyle in motion from the left side. They'll keep it to Ross. He breaks through a seam on the right side and gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
You play their assignments.
Doyle hasn't really gotten a whole lot of carries yet for Chardon. He's lined up in the left slot this time. And this time it'll be Ross keeping, trying to roll around the left side. He'll dump it off, and it goes over the head of the intended receiver. That
Didn't have a lot of room to put the ball away and go.
never makes it easier when the black jerseys are chasing you. 3rd and 5 from the 16, and the keeper again to Ross, and he's going to bang his way out across the 20. Should have a Chardon first down out of Ross. Well, Ross is replacing a 2-year starter who gained over 2,400 yards in the last 2 years, so they know how to run that play. This time a double handoff to Doyle, and he 20. Under 20 seconds to play in the first quarter. Should be the last play of the quarter. And the keeper, no, this is a straight-ahead give to the first man through. Fumbling the ball as he goes down, but I think they're going to rule him down by Chardon nothing. We're back after this on ESPN 990.
That's the end of the first quarter of play.
Welcome to Bridgestone and
Chardon Hilltoppers trying to add on yardage to this drive and give their defense a rest. They come out from the 38-yard line with an empty backfield, and they run it around the right side. Ball is loose, but down by contact. Gain of 6 on 1st and 10. It'll set up 2nd and 4. One man in the backfield, wing tee. Doyle is lined up on the left side, comes in motion, turns, and the give is to the first man through. That is Renzi, and he bangs his way to the Massillon history. Oh, I'm sure there have been a few, but a great start for week 4 for the Massillon Tigers. And a keeper by Ross trying to elude men in the backfield. He does so and gets his way ahead close to the first down. This is going to start. It is a first down for Chardon, and they'll have it at their own 48-yard line. The turn, play action. Ross rolling to the far side. He will throw. He's got a man open. That's his tight end across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Greg McCauley with a nice pass catch. And the Hilltoppers took advantage there. Now a turn and a give to Renzi, the fullback, and he goes up the middle. Doesn't get much, maybe a yard or two. Of 1 sets up 2nd and 9 from the Tiger 37-yard line. Doyle again is lined up on the left side. One of the Tigers moves but gets back. They'll give it again to Renzi. He'll go up the middle and crash across the 30.
He likes his huge guards, and they're just pounding the fullback.
When you got 560 pounds, you might as well run behind it. It's a good place to go. Ross rolling to the right side, looking to throw. Throws over the middle and well underthrown. The intended was 35, and at the Massillon 34, going to go for this on 4th and 5. Out of the gun. Empty backfield, trips to the right, now in motion. Fake is to Doyle. Ross is going to keep it, go up the middle, and he's going to be hit just shy, I believe, of the first down. Looks like it's Brian Gamble lined up in front of Linnell Robinson. And the give is to Robinson, and he's going to be spun down shy of the line of scrimmage.
For the Tigers, giving him a blow.
Out of the shotgun this time is Huth. And we got a whistle before the snap. And use that as a motivational tool to keep working, keep getting better each week. Huth out of the shotgun, rolls to the right side, got pressure, throws back to the left. He's got Huffman open, and he's across the 30 to 35, sheds a tackler at the 40, still on his feet, and is finally brought down by a gang of Hilltoppers at the 40. Our side this time are Van Ryzen and Perini. Backs are in the straight eye this time. And they give us to the second man through. That's Linnell Robinson. He sheds one tackler, fighting through another one. And good second effort gets him across midfield. And Perini splitting to the right side. Backs in the eye. Robinson the tailback. Huth under center. Turns, gives to the first man through. And he bangs his way to about the 41-yard line where he's upended. And that's Brian from the Chardon 42-yard line. Have backs in the I formation. Looked like a little bit of a broken play that time. An early snap, but that won't cut. Backs again in the I formation. In motion to the far side is Van Ryzen. Huth will give it to the second man through. That's Robinson. Has to dodge a man in the backfield. Now around the left side of the 40, down the sideline, 20, 15, 10. Finally bumped out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out back at about the 17. Coming over to make the stop. He looked, but it will still be a Massillon first down. An extra tight end in the formation this time. Huth will throw the out route on the far side, and the ball dropped by Zach Van Ryzen. Good throw by Huth, but
could have hung on to the ball. It might have been 6.
Same formation, Dirk Dickerhoof in as an extra tight end. And a give up the middle, breaking, tackles his Gamble. He's off down the sidelines. Touchdown, Massillon Tigers. Looked like Gamble. And another extra point brought to you by Save-A-Lot. Great food, great prices, Save-A-Lot. It's shot on to attempt his 6th extra point. He's got it right through the uprights. 42-0 Massillon on the home appliance scoreboard. We're back after this.
Welcome to Bridgestone and Firestone. How can
Massillon Alliance and opening soon in Lake Township. Terry's Tire Town, where one price does it all.
ESPN 990, serving the Hall of Fame region.
And we come back to Paul Brown. Ties in on defense. Neil James, senior defensive back, is lined up on the right side of the defense.
First and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
It'll be Doyle coming in motion, and the give will be straight ahead to Rentsy again. And Rentsy
Football's alive and well.
And we're ready to go back to action out of the shotgun from the wing tee. Ross will keep this one, go up the middle, and he'll cross 50 yards of ball game. Now an empty backfield with Ross under center on 3rd and 4. They'll send a man in motion and pitch it to that man. That's the fullback, Rentsy. He'll go over the left side and is really hit hard at the 35, and that's going to keep him shy. Jake Young standing back at the 22 to receive this snap. He gets the snap and will get the punt away. Line drive, but good distance at the 32. Ellis has it. Trying to dodge tacklers. Sheds one, sort of, and then is brought down at about the 39. Sylvan Learning Center student athlete of the week this week is now in at QB. And he hands the ball to, I believe that's Quentin Nicholson, who goes into the near side. And in a slot on the near side, appears that's Miller. Backs are in the I formation. It'll be Wyson rolling to the near side, throws it too high, intended for Van Ryzen. On backs again in the I formation. It's Wyson under center. Wyson turns, gives to the second man through. That's Robinson, goes over the right side. He is close to the first down as he's run out of bounds. Will depend on the spot. 50-yard line and got a Tiger first down. 2:25 to play until halftime. Again, it's Robinson, the tailback. Wyson back to pass, rolling to the near side. Now stops and throws a deep ball down the near sideline. A little bit underthrown, intended for number 32, Ricardo. Perini splits wide to the far side. Gamble splitting to the near side, and he's going to call timeout as he's for their first touchdown. Then scored their second after a punt on one play on a 55-yard touchdown run. And then on the third possession, first play after the punt, they threw a 55-yard touchdown pass. Now there's a fumbled pitch, but Robinson is able to run it down on a couple of hops, and he'll go high hard one in on Gamble. He had a hard time flagging it down, but the turf gave him a nice bounce. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers from the 45. Wyson looking to throw. Throws on the flat on the far side, and in a diving attempt that goes incomplete from Zach Van Ryzen, he would have been shy of the first down had he made Actually, they're calling that a completed pass because they spotted the ball up at the 43. So they're saying Van Ryzen caught it and apparently fumbled. I thought the ball went out of bounds. There's a punt to the far sideline. It's going to be fielded at the 10, to the 15, 20, breaks the seam. It's Doyle on the return, spins out of a tackle, still on his feet, bangs through another, and is finally corralled at the 28-yard line. Boy, give Doyle some credit. He did everything by anything, or they just sit on the ball and get themselves to the locker room. As they will give it to Ross on the quarterback keeper. He'll now throw downfield. He had Doyle all alone, but the pass was behind him. If Doyle... Ross is under center. Man in motion. They pitch it to the man in motion. That's number 2, John Micah, and he will go over the left side, be brought down. It looks like they will attempt to do so. Ross under center, Doyle in motion. They pitch it to Doyle. He'll go over the left side, and he will have the first down across the 40 to the 41. That will stop the clock long Chicago at the start of next week.
A little prevent defense by the Tigers.
Tigers had their safeties backed up about 30 yards from the line. and they're going to give it to Doyle around the near side. He's going to run and be planted at the 47-yard line, and that will end the first half.
Andrew Daly.
And Andrew Daly comes up and makes the stop and ends the first half with a punctuation mark. And at halftime on the Home Appliance, the Hilltopper fans still here ringing the truck horn as we're ready to go with the second half kickoff. It'll be high and deep towards the right side, taken by Doyle coming up the near side at the 20. He'll be stood up and spun down at about the 27 yards for 34 yards. Linnell Robinson leads the Tigers with 7 carries, 52 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Brian Gamble has 6 carries for 43 and 1 score. Out of the wing tee, Doyle in motion. The turn, the give is to Doyle. He'll go over the right side and bang across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. 70 yards and a touchdown. Huffman 3 for 63 and a score. Brian Gamble 2 for 81 and a score. Now Ross will roll down around the right side and throw over the far sideline, and it's broken up nicely. 31-yard line. They send a man in motion, and they'll pitch it to that motion man. That is Micah, who goes around the right side and is not going to get very much. In fact, may lose a couple. As Young will do the punting chores, Troy Ellis is back standing at his 40-yard line. Good snap. Young gets the kick away. This is a high wobbler, end over end. It's going to come down at the 50, take a big Chardon bounce, and will bounce inside the 40, and will finally roll out of bounds at about the, with Linnell Robinson at the tailback position. 2 wideouts near side. Huth's going to throw on first down. Swings it out in the flat to the screen pass to Robinson. He tiptoes down the sideline to the 40 and is finally bumped out of bounds at the 47-yard. 47. First and 10 for the Tigers. 1 wide out to the far side is Van Ryzen. Backs offset high, extra tight end, and they'll give it to Robinson. He tries the right side, which is short side of the field. So they got a flag down as Robinson is bumped out at about the 40. And actually it should be first and 20. They have second on the scoreboard. Out of the shotgun is Huth. He looks, throws the wide receiver screen this time. Caught on the far side. Big hole, 50, 45, and just managed to be wrapped up is the receiver down at the 40-yard line. Brian Gamble caught line.
Football is on the Hilltoppers' 41-yard line.
1 wideout split to the far side. The give from Huth is to the fullback, and he's into the secondary. 30, 25, still spinning on his feet. 20, still tiptoeing down to about the 17-yard line. It's Robert Morris, the fullback. This one, he got to rumble for a while. First and 10 from the 17. Backs in the eye. The give is the second man through. That's Gamble. Tiptoes across the 10 to the 5 and will be brought down at about the 4-yard line. First and goal from the 4 for the Tigers. Backs in the eye formation. Gamble the tailback behind Morris. They give it to Gamble. Goes up the middle and bangs his way into the end zone for the Tigers' 7th touchdown. Prices save a lot. It's Steve Schott on to attempt his 7th extra point. He's been perfect so far. This one a bit of a low snap, but no problem. It's good. And 49-0 Massillon on the Home Appliance scoreboard. We're back after this on ESPN 990.
28. ESPN 990, the countywide leader in sports. Keep your dial tuned to the Hall of Fame region's only all-sports station.
Jake Young and Dan Beck.
And we're them some game action, so they're ready when they're needed in those fourth quarter battles that'll be coming up later in the season. The keeper this time from Ross goes up the middle for not much. Wing T out of the shotgun, though. A couple of wideouts as well. And Doyle goes in motion. They'll give it to Doyle. He dodges tacklers on the right side and is hit hard and brought down at about career over at the Naval Academy. Give again is to Doyle, easy for me to say, as he goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line on the far side. That'll be 7:35 to play in the third quarter, and now we got a whistle. Ross out of the shotgun. Has Doyle coming in motion. Gives it to Doyle. No, this time Ross keeps it, breaks through a hole up the middle, and gets his way to the secondary to about the 40-yard line. When Matt Hochberg, who went out in the second quarter with an injury. And coach is not taking a chance, obviously. This is the give to the fullback. That is number 25, Zach Wedge.
And the snap himself out of the gun.
Coming in motion, he was very close to the quarterback. This time Doyle will go in motion past Ross. Ross now rolls that direction and throws for Doyle, but he overthrows Doyle. He had 6:14 to play in the third quarter, and Chardon will go for it on 4th and 1. Doyle now in motion. Ross will kick it, will keep it and quick kick it down the center of the field. Nobody back for Massillon. And this ball is going to take a big Chardon bounce and roll dead at the Massillon 16-yard line. So 6:01 to play in the third quarter. Massillon leading 49-0, and Chardon will get some very valuable experience from this board. Sean Weissend is the QB under center, and he will turn and give to the tailback. Looked like Linnell Robinson on that carry, and he's going to be hit. Backs are in the offset eye. Looks like Robinson's still the tailback. And it'll be Weissend throwing on the far side, caught out there by the wideout, who gets his way across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Wide on this near side, also a slot receiver. 1st and 10 from the 31, backs in the straight eye. Give to the second man through, that's Robinson. Big hole over the right side, 35-40, dodging to the 45, weaving his way towards the sideline, and is run out of bounds in Chardon territory at the behind number 25, Quentin Nicholson. Scary to think that he's faster than the other two. I don't think Chardon wants to see this one. Going in motion is Ricardo Wells. The give is to Herring, and he'll go over the right side, wrapped up pretty quickly, and will be dropped at the 45-yard line. It brought the play in. Splitting wide on the near side is Shegog, who had a big first down catch a moment ago. Backs in the eye. The give again is to Herring. He's loose on the left side, spinning off tackles across the 40 to about the 35-yard. To the near side is Ricardo Wells. Backs offset in the backfield behind Weissend under center. Weissend straight back, quick drop, pump fakes, now throws deep down the right side. He's got his man, and a leaping attempt, but unable to come up with it. League play. Got to think that they're going to win some ball games and be a factor in their race. 2nd and 10 from the 35. The give is to Herring, the second man through, sheds a tackler at the line, and gets ahead for 5 to the 30-yard line. Wells splitting wide to the far side, backs offset. Again, it's Herring, the tailback, behind Weissend. Weissend, play action, rolls to the near side, throws, he's got his man, and just missing the intended receiver with him on to attempt a 47-yarder. The holder is number 16, Bobby Huth. He gets it down, the kick is on its way, and it looks like it's going to be short, not by much, a couple of yards. So it was a good kick, but doesn't go through. Now they've got it set correctly. Out of the gun is Ross, and he'll turn and give it. Actually, he'll keep it on the play fake, goes over right tackle, and picks up about 9 to the 29-yard line. Well, 2nd down and 1, ball at the 29. Again, out of the same formation, man in motion. And again, Ross will keep it, sheds tacklers, steps out of one at the 35, and gets his way across to the 50-yard line. Another heads up and good reason. Splitting wide to the far side this time is number 13, Alex Marcotte, who's into the game for the first time. The give is now to Doyle, who goes around the right side. He's got some room, and he gets across the 45 to about the Massillon 4. Hard, but all of a sudden, he's at full go. Out of the gun, Ross, same play. Actually, he'll keep it this time. Good play fake again, and Ross will have the first. Ray Jeske gives you the magic word. Be the correct caller, and you'll be a winner. And Ross on a keeper, rolling to the left side, looking for room, doesn't have much as 3 Tigers are there to grab him and bring him down at the 30-yard. 2nd and 9 from the 37, under a minute to play in this third quarter. Doyle in motion, and it's a keeper from Ross, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, stood up and dropped. Right down to 15 seconds to play in this quarter. Could be the last play of the third quarter coming here. Doyle again in motion. And again, it's a keeper by Ross. He goes right up the middle and has the first down inside the 25 to the 24. It's Massillon 49, Chardon nothing. We're back with the fourth after this on ESPN 990.
Baseball is here, and the place to catch all the
Yellow Pages. As Chardon opens 1st and 10, they go right up the middle to the fullback across the 20 to the 15, and we'll set up 2nd and 2 for the Hilltoppers.
Same formation.
Same formation. Ross out of the gun, man in motion. They fake to the man in motion. No, they give to the man in motion. Boy, it's hard to pick up here. And Jake Young gets hit. Now the ball comes loose, and we'll see who's got it. Young would have the first down if the Hilltoppers get it back. No signals yet, and it does appear that Chardon got back on the line
for the Tigers.
And Ross will be out of the gun again. Same formation as last time. Now Doyle coming in motion. And they fake it to him. Ross keeps, goes around the right side, and he'll go in for a Chardon touchdown.
Holding is John Ross.
And the snap and the hold. Kick is on the way, and it is good.
It's up. It's good.
And the score now on the Home Appliance scoreboard, Massillon 49, Chardon 6. Early. Hey guys, we're not going to win the game, but we're going to go out and execute and just try to learn some things off of this game and get ready for next week.
Absolutely.
So good job by the Hilltoppers as they're ready to kick this one off, and the Tigers will go back to the 5-yard line to get this one. I believe that's Brian Shegog on the return. He's dodging his way up to the 30-yard line. That's where he's brought down. Backs will be in the I formation. Again, looks like we've got some new bodies in there. We'll try to get those to you. Give us to the second man through. Looks like that's still KJ Herring, and he will be banged down at back. Leonard's still in. 2 wideouts split to the far side. 2nd and 9 from the 30-yard line. And Wyson will look to pass, rolls on the right side, throws, and a nice grab, and then the ball dropped at the 35-yard line. Tigers moving from right to left across your radio dial here in quarter number 4. Backs in the I formation. 3rd and 9. Wyson will give to the fullback, and he will be hitting the backfield and stumble ahead for a couple of more. Sure, that's okay. Sean Wyson is on to do the punt. Punting chores, I believe, yeah. I'm sure
That's because I hate punting.
I'm sure it's there. Wyson will kick it deep on the far side, and the man came up and then got away from it. And it takes a big Massillon bounce inside the 20, and finally will roll dead at the 16-yard.
But the number 1 offense is in the ballgame.
Well, they're going to get these guys 4 quarters of game work in against a good Massillon defense and try to give their kids some confidence as they head back home and get ready for next week. Fullback in motion. They run a double handoff to Doyle. He's got a big hole over the right side. He bangs his way up to the 30-yard line on a gain of about 4-3 last year. And narrowly missed the playoffs, as I recall. Ross now rolling in the backfield, and he's in trouble and is going to be dropped back in. Splitting wide for Chardon is Matt Tierney. In motion, and it's a keeper by Ross. He's hitting the backfield, but struggles through the first tackle and gets out across the 45 to about, and it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Doyle coming in motion. They will hand it to Doyle over the right side. Big hole. He dives across the 50 to about the 47-yard line. Sheer defensive lineman lined up on the near side of the line.
Also Kenny Pettis.
And a nice keeper from Ross. Good fake, and he's got all day on the left side. Gets a good block down the sideline inside the 35 to the 30 Hilltoppers. Ross in an empty backfield. 2 men on the near side. Doyle in motion. Ross will keep up the middle and is dragged down at the 25-yard line. A gain of about 6. Clock running with 6:45 to play. 49-7 Massillon on the Home Appliance scoreboard. And this is a give to the fullback. That's number 25, Jake Young. He goes over left side and gets his 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Doyle in motion. Ross rolling to the near side, keeping, looking to throw this time. Now he's going to run with it. Gets a good block from Doyle, but Ross kind of ran into Doyle and trips to the
2nd down and 11.
And splitting wide for Chardon is Sean Seymour, a senior wideout, just into the game. Now in motion is Zach Wedge, and we got Ignatius in the 2nd quarter. Last report we had from that one. Massillon then, of course, will take on Ignatius, and we'll see Youngstown Woodrow Wilson in week 7. Here's a throw over the right side from Ross, and it's incomplete. Up at the end of the game, in our post game, we will be naming the defensive player of the game, brought to you by the U.S. Air Force. And on the give is Wedge going over the left side, breaks the tackle in the backfield and gets over to the 20, which is the original line. Ross under center. It's Doyle in motion. Ross will roll to the right side. He keeps. He's going to get a good block from Doyle this time and makes the completion at the 15, down close to the 10. And it depends on the spot. Man coming in is KJ Herring. And he'll be lined up in the I formation behind Tommy Leonard. And they give us to Herring. He goes off the right side, spins his way across the 15 to about the 17-yard line. And the Tigers getting a lot of their offensive linemen some work here as they have 1 wideout split each way. Wyson with Herring behind him gives to the fullback. That is Leonard, I believe, and he will work a 3rd down and 2 for Massillon from their own 19-yard line. Backs in the I formation. The turn to give to Herring. He slipped before getting the handout, but now dodging. Tackler spins through one at the 30, is still on his feet, and finally brought down at the 36. Running young sophomore managed to regain his balance and got 2 more yards before finally being dragged down from behind. The turn to give to Herring out of the single back, and he goes to the sideline and will cross the 45 to the 48-yard line. Couple of backs are in the I formation. Again, it's Herring, the tailback. Wyson will give to the fullback Leonard, and he bangs through the hole and gets to about the 50-yard line. And you'll win yourself a $500 gift certificate from Tire Source. 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. The give is to the lone back. That's Herring. 4-0 on the year. 1:25 to play in the contest. 3rd and 4 from the 46. Backs again in the offset I. Herring is the tailback. Wide out on the far side, checking the snap count, gets it. Wyson trips, rolls, looks to pass. The timing is off now, and we got a throw on the far sideline that is incomplete. And the Tigers are messed up here, and we're going to have a...
Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West makes it possible with the convenience of a drive-through window and free home delivery. Medicap Pharmacy, locally owned and operated.
And the Massillon punt will go in. Real key and the thing you really want, and it should set up a good week of practice heading for the Mentor game next Friday. Tigers may have jumped, but one as they just announced the final score here at Paul Brown, so Indians with another big win. Out of the wing tee, 1st and 5 now at the 25. Teresi trying to keep it around right side. He's going to be hit and brought down in the backfield back at the 20-yard line. So 2nd and 9, clock running with less than 30 seconds to go. This could be the last play of the game. Fullback will go around left side as he bangs through a couple of tacklers and gets the 1st down out to the 32. The Brewery, we're down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and they just get it off. They will hand the ball to number 6, Isaiah Charlton, and he will go over the right side, be brought down at about the 43-yard line. And that'll do it. The final score tonight here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium on the Home Appliance scoreboard. It's the Massillon Tigers. They're going to bring Stern Test down in here from the Cleveland area. Mentor next week, of course, is here. Then the Ignatius game is up there, and it's going to be 2 tough games. So a good win for Coach Stacy's ball club. They go to 4-0 in the I formation. Again, it's Herring, the tailback. Wyson will give to the fullback Leonard, and he bangs through the hole and gets to about the 50-yard line. And you'll win yourself a $500 gift certificate from Tire Source. 2nd and 8 from the 50-yard line. The give is to the lone back. That's Herring. 4-0 on the year. 1:25 to play in the contest. 3rd and 4 from the 46. Backs again in the offset I. Herring is the tailback. Wide out on the far side, checking the snap count, gets it. Wyson trips, rolls, looks to pass. The timing is off now, and we got a throw on the far sideline that is incomplete. And the Tigers are messed up here, and we're going to have a...
Pharmacy on Lincoln Way West makes it possible with the convenience of a drive-through window and free home delivery. Medicap Pharmacy, locally owned and operated.
And the Massillon punt will go in. Real key and the thing you really want, and it should set up a good week of practice heading for the Mentor game next Friday. Tigers may have jumped, but one as they just announced the final score here at Paul Brown, so Indians with another big win. Out of the wing tee, 1st and 5 now at the 25. Teresi trying to keep it around right side. He's going to be hit and brought down in the backfield back at the 20-yard line. So 2nd and 9, clock running with less than 30 seconds to go. This could be the last play of the game. Fullback will go around left side as he bangs through a couple of tacklers and gets the 1st down out to the 32. The Brewery, we're down to 4, 3, 2, 1, and they just get it off. They will hand the ball to number 6, Isaiah Charlton, and he will go over the right side, be brought down at about the 43-yard line. And that'll do it. The final score tonight here at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium on the Home Appliance scoreboard. It's the Massillon Tigers. They're going to bring Stern Test down in here from the Cleveland area. Mentor next week, of course, is here. Then the Ignatius game is up there, and it's going to be 2 tough games. So a good win for Coach Stacy's ball club.